Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. We are here for our weekly live, and today we're talking about why we usually feel like we're burnt out or done with whatever we're trying to do by Wednesday of whatever week it is. So if you're watching this live, please comment Team Live. If you're watching this replay, please comment Team Replay. This is something that we see. I see it on Instagram. I see it on Facebook. I see it on social media all the time. And I hear this too from people who are thinking about joining our program as well. They say, you know what, I'm usually so good. And then once the middle of the week hits, life happens and everything seems to go out the drain. So we're going to talk about why that usually happens. So thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going to get started in just 1 minute. I'm looking over my notes here. A couple of reminders for you. This Friday at noon Eastern time, we are hosting our February masterclass, The Secret Macronutrient for Weight Loss. We are talking all about protein. So why we need protein, what exactly is protein, how to get enough protein, and so much more. How do you need to have a protein shake? Are you eating too much protein? Is that going to cause me to gain fat? Whatever it is, we're going to discuss everything protein this Friday. So I'll drop the link to join us down in the comments below. This is a value-packed masterclass, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Emily and I, our co-coach, are going to be diving into all things protein. So there is still time for you to join. If you cannot join us live, it will be recorded so that you can check out the replay. So if you'd much rather watch the replay or you're busy at noon, I've had a couple people already said, busy at noon, I'll have to catch the replay. You can catch the replay too. So we still have space available for that. And with that, let's get started. So if you're somebody who feels like Wednesday or Thursday of whatever week when you're like, I'm getting started, I'm gonna do this, I feel like I lose steam, I want you to give us either like a hand up or whatever it is. So I posted something earlier this week on Monday about, is it harder to exercise 3 times a week or stay consistent with your nutrition? So we have to start thinking about, okay, why, if I said it was nutrition, what is that thing? Do we think it's going to be that what's too restrictive? Do we not have a plan? Do we not feel like there's flexibility in what I'm doing in order to achieve my goals? For some people, they feel like Wednesday or Thursday, their goals kind of go out the window or they feel like they're going off the rails because they have so much going on in their schedule that they didn't have anything or the thought process of when I'm super busy, what are some of these meals that I can grab and make quickly? For example, last night, we order EveryPlate every week. EveryPlate was not here in time for us to make dinner. So what did we do? We went to the freezer. We know we have a lot of crap in our freezer right now. We grabbed a bag of frozen turkey meatballs. I had fusilli with as like a truffle porcini sauce from Aldi's. And I knew that we had a bunch of romaine in our refrigerator. We made lunch out of our dinner out of that. So I paired all of that stuff up together. We cooked it up. We had a balanced meal. It ended up being perfect portions. I felt satisfied. Neither of us were hungry afterwards. And that's something that makes it so much easier. We have to say, okay, when life gets crazy, do I have leftovers? Do I have something on hand that I can easily plug in for when it feels like it goes out the drain? Or when it feels like I don't want to cook? You can have a frozen pizza in your freezer, pair it with a salad. Or if you've made bulk, protein for the week, pull the protein out and say like, how can I recreate this into something that is easy? So usually we tend to quit by Wednesday or Thursday if we feel like our schedules are too much for us, there's too much to handle, there's too much on our plate. Or we feel like we're doing way too many things. We have this expectation of like, I'm only going to be perfect or I better be perfect. This is the only way that I'm going to see results. Where we have something that comes in and it slips us up and we say, oh shoot, now what? Like I've got to adjust to whatever just happened. And it's very easy for us to say like, I'll just go back to what feels comfortable and stay there. But knowing that life is going to continue to throw curveballs at us, nothing is going to be perfect. You are never going to feel fully on top of whatever you are doing. We have to say, all right, things are going to happen. How can I adjust? My evening got busy tonight. Good thing we have the EveryPlate because we're going to make quesadillas. It's all going to end up working out. But knowing that things are going to happen and we can either take the attitude of like, well, that perfect week is out of down the drain. I'm not going to be perfect now. It's not going to work out. And saying, all right, it may not work out how I wanted it to, but I can still make the changes in order for me to see the results and be able to stick with it as well too. So think about that. If you don't have direction or structure, it's also going to be really hard to stay consistent. You might have this laundry list of things that I want to do every single day, but realize that life gets in the way and it's not going to happen. So it also goes down the drain. You need someone to say, okay, this is what your next step is, or this is what I want you to focus on this week. Don't worry about X, Y, and Z. We can tackle that as it comes. But if you can drink enough water throughout the day and you can maybe go on a walk at your lunchtime, you have to have a lunchtime. They can't tell you can't take your lunch. That might be a helpful first step in starting to get that momentum started. And lastly, you have no one there to kind of push you through when things get tough. This is one of the things that we do with our one-on-one nutrition coaching clients. They say to us, like, I feel like I want to throw in the towel, or this is really stressful for me right now, or I feel like I have a lot on my plate. They have someone there that's helping, guiding them, saying like, if we can just do this, if you can just prep your lunch for tomorrow and have it out, your morning is going to be so much easier. There's going to be less stress. You just need someone up here in the helicopter. That's where me and the other coaches are. You're down here in the weeds. We can see where you are going, but you just need that push through of just keep going. You're going to get there. You have to keep pushing through because we know what's coming next. This little hard patch is just going to open you up to success afterwards. So why do we usually throw in the towel by Wednesday or Thursday? We don't have a plan. We're not structured. We don't have direction as far as what we're doing. We're feeling like if something changes, it's not going to work. We have to have that flexibility, and you don't have anyone to help push you through. So if this resonates with you and you're like, oh crap, those are all of the reasons why I feel like I keep failing every single week or I'm not able to stay consistent, shoot us a message. We are here to help you. We're here to support you. We want you to see through to your goals. We do have spots right now inside of our one-on-one nutrition coaching program. So if you're ready to get started and get support, please reach out. We can get you enrolled. We'll figure all of it out. As a one-on-one nutrition coaching client, you get access to all of the master classes and additional programs that we run. We also have client-only calls. We're doing a group call tonight, a book club on, it's called Once Upon a Diet, a book that we're reading. I'm super excited for that. I was going through and highlighting some stuff last night. And we do recipe folder, education folder, specialty trainings, all of that for our clients as well. So not only do you get your calls with us and access to us in between calls, but you get all of this additional support and accountability too. So if you're interested in that, just comment coaching in the comments below. I'll reach out. We can set up a time to talk more. No pressure at all. This is just a conversation between the two of us, and we can help you figure out your next step. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I will see you next week.